It's coffee time.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to what it's going to be, I'm assuming, a really messy vlog. See, I'm in the middle of getting all my paperwork in order to be able to move, which is proven to be a pain, a really big pain, to the point where we almost lost the house. We're still kind of trying to fight that because in order for me to register in the Netherlands, they need my original birth certificate, which I don't even have. So my poor dad in Spain has been everywhere trying to get this document for me. I finally got the document on the mail. We have an appointment with the town hall next week in the Netherlands, so I'm hoping that we're gonna get everything resolved. Otherwise, yeah, we end up in the street. Good times. So I'm trying to be positive, you know, trying to get all the paperwork done. I'm still working my 8-hour job, and I'm still trying to pack, throw away things, donate things, and it's proven to be so time consuming. At the end of the day, I am exhausted, so I have really not been able to put a lot of content on my channels, which frustrates me a lot because I wanted to do everything. But I decided to make a, my first moving vlog before I really have emptied everything, because I've already started packing my Funko Pops, and I have packed most of them, nearly all of them, and it has taken days because every Funko Pop, if you know, the box is shaped for that particular Funko Pop, so I have to find all the boxes and match them with the pops, and I've been also like dusting them off and stuff to pack them, so it has been wild. But most of my Funkos are packed, which I think it was the biggest challenge for me. I'm still finding some collectibles boxes because every collectible has to go back into the original box in order to be transported so that it doesn't get damaged. And yeah, it has been a lot of fun, but on the other hand, I'm really happy because at some point, we're gonna have the place that we wanted, we're gonna have space, we're gonna have, these more beautiful, more organized shelf for my collectibles and my books. So I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to that. But the process now is really painful. Also, please excuse my apartment right now because everything is dirty. I've just been focusing on working and packing for the last couple of days. So today I'm gonna have the big cleanup of the apartment so that tomorrow when the people come to see the apartment, it's freshly cleaned. Because everyday packing means moving things around, dust coming out of nowhere. So yeah, let me show you how my living room situation looks like right now. So the movies are mostly still all there. I did have time to pack most of my horror Blu-rays and steelbooks. They are here. But all of these horror DVDs still need to be packed, and some collectibles I need to find the boxes for. So here's where I've made the least progress so far. But here I've already removed all the Funkos that I had and everything. And those are Funko boxes. I have here a couple of boxes that I would like to pack today. Here I still have my Japanese dolls, but this is mostly empty. And these are the only last Funkos that I have without a box that I still have to find the box for. But otherwise, as you can see, from the bottom to the top, the Funkos are mostly gone. And I have more collectibles here in their boxes, also waiting to be packed up until there. But for the most part, things are mostly in boxes, and the Funkos are also most all of them gone, which means a lot of progress for me. And this is a poor rat decoration of Halloween. They're abandoned, deceased. When it comes to books, nothing much has changed. I've actually already packed a couple of boxes of books, but as you can see, most of them are still here, so I still have to pack a lot of books. From this side, I did remove a lot of books already here and there, so there is less here on this side, but like I said, still a long way to go. And Blackie has now fell in love with this box packed with books, so I have been unable to close the box and put it away because it's his bed now, so we have to respect that. So that is the status on Saturday morning. I am going to drink my coffee and make a list of all the things that I have to accomplish today and just pray for me that I have time to get to everything. Good morning, guys. It's Sunday already, and now that I have been cleaning and organizing, I wanted to show you a little bit my apartment before I leave, because you've never really seen the whole thing. So here's the kitchen. Here are my little babies. You say hi. Here's Dante and Alice in their big cage, and I have some plants, and there I have all my pots and things. And here is the nice window with a nice view. And I have here some Halloween things still, but like I said, this year I haven't really done any Halloween decoration because I'm moving out. So here are just some things that I have all year long, to be honest. This is always here. Here are some of my spices. And more Halloween here that is all year long being used. So here's the rest of the kitchen. And here's some magnets. Yeah, so basically this is the hallway. And here's my bathroom that you guys know from when I take baths. By the way, I should have a bath today, because yesterday was a long day. So here's my view. Here's the mirror. Hi. And here is my bedroom. So now that it's a little bit more organized, I can show it to you guys. So here is some, I guess Halloween decoration as well, but it's all year long in my apartment. So here's where my clothes are. Some of the books I still need to pack. My TBR card close to my bed. This is my bed. And here I have all my bookshelves, which these ones are gonna go to the trash and I'm gonna buy new ones, but this is how it still looks like today. I used to have a Funko box wall here that is gone now because I've packed the Funkos. Really nice, really classy from you. So here are some books. I have here some comics, like classic regular comics and stuff. Look at those shoes. Look at her, a fashion icon. Anyway, so here's the rest. That's one of my first birds. She already passed away, but I have her here forever. And here I have my boy that passed away last year. I still need to get a better picture, like a proper one. Here's also more, I guess, Halloween decoration that is up all year long for me. A cat bed. I have here some graphic novels and some books that I still need to pack. Here is where I normally do the work and do the editing and all of that, and some boxes that I've already packed for moving. And yeah, here is my other beautiful view that I will definitely miss. Excuse me, ma'am. And the last room is the living room. So I have just the window covered right now because it is so sunny. So this is where we chill, where we watch Netflix, where we play video games, where we read. Yes, honey. So here I have some Japanese dolls that I used to collect a long time ago. And I hope to be able to display them better in their original costumes once I move, because they're kind of cramped here right now. Some of my ponies, I collect ponies, I just don't have the space right now to display them. But yeah, most of my collectibles have been packed, which it's great. And I have here some more. These are the only Funko Pops that I still need to go and see where the boxes are. These are the only ones that are left without a box so far. And here's some of the working out stuff that I will have to move with me as well. So here I have removed a lot of the collectibles already, but I still have a lot of things to pack on these shelves. Yeah, I already showed you this yesterday and there's not much progress here. So I think we're gonna tackle some of these today as well. Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. I was in the Netherlands yesterday trying to get some paperwork done. We were not really successful. I still have to go back next week, but we are kind of trying our best to get everything we need so that we don't lose the house, because we're basically packing for moving. So despite that, the packing shall go on. So in this vlog, it's probably the vlog where I'm gonna look my crustiest, but this is the reality of packing your things while you have a full-time job and you're trying to read and watch movies, because it's Halloween season. So I'm still trying to read some horror, to watch some horror. It's kind of a challenge. I end up exhausted every day, but it's all part of the process. So today I think I'm gonna start packing some of my graphic novels, because I have also quite a bit of those, and yeah, I'm not gonna reread any of them anytime soon, so I can pack those. Probably start packing more books, because you're currently sitting on my bookshelves and I still have so many books that I haven't packed, and those are gonna be, as you guys know, the heaviest boxes as well. So I'm trying to use small boxes for books so that they're more manageable, because big boxes for books is a disaster. They break, they are extremely heavy. I mean, yeah, I lift weights, I can carry a decent amount of weight, but you know, I'm not gonna be the only one carrying the boxes. And they have to be manageable. So I use kind of smaller boxes for books and graphic novels because they are heavier, and I use the really big boxes for things that are nearly weightless, like Funko Pops and stuff like that, because they really weigh nothing. So it's good to get big boxes for that. So yeah, I'm gonna be packing some of my graphic novels and some of the books today, and enjoy some coffee and take you guys for the ride. These moving vlogs are gonna be chaotic. I've never made a moving vlog before, but I just thought, you know, I would kind of let you know how things are going. Hopefully these vlogs are not gonna be too long. And yeah, let's go. One of the things that I forgot that I had is a Dracula 3D image. It's a little bit tricky to show camera, but let me see if I can. So it is this image that as you turn it around, let me see, I think here you can see a little bit, it changes and it's like so cute. I hope it's coming up on camera because it's really hard to show, but I completely forgot that I had this. And I found this book from when I went to the Tim Burton exhibition here in Germany, and I had a blast. It was one of the best days of my life to be able to see all of the props and things from the movies and how he created everything. It was just amazing. Sadly, you were not allowed to take any pictures inside. Like, we had to get rid of our jackets. We nearly had to go into the exhibition naked. So I always remember that fact. We basically were not allowed even to take our phones inside, like nothing. I guess it's also so people buy the books with images from the exhibition and stuff, and nobody can take pictures. But yeah, it was a really good experience for me. I still really love to see everything in real size of a lot of things, and it was great. You guys, have found the first copy that I ever bought from a Junji Ito comic, and that is Uzumaki. I bought these in 2004. Oh my god, it's been so long. I bought this in 2004 and I didn't know anything about Uzumaki, so imagine my surprise when I went into this and found it horrifying. But that's how I kind of fell in love with Junji Ito. I just stumbled upon this. I bought it. I was disgusted. Loved it. Good morning, guys. Here is Kasha reporting for duty. For the longest time I've had zero free time, so I have not been even preparing videos or doing anything at all for my YouTube channel. So now that we've been here for a week and a half, I have a little bit of free time just to start a little blog to show you the new shelves and to show you how am I going to organize the books and how everything is kind of going to look like. Everything in the house is a mess. I don't know if I will be able to make any house tour anytime soon because we still leave a little bit like with boxes and trash, and we don't have all the furniture because currently in the Netherlands we are in a lockdown, so we cannot even go to the stores to pick up furniture. So I did get my IKEA shelves delivered for the bookshelves and we are building them right now, so I will show you that. And this is the reality of having just moved into a house. It's a mess and we have so much paper trash of all the boxes. So we have a brand new couch that turns into a bed. We bought some new cat furniture. Here's Lilith. I know you guys have missed that cute face. Say hi, peoples. And here they have cat TV all day. This is our little garden and they can see here all the birds and stuff. There's also a lot of cats in the neighborhood. Here are the birds. You'll hear them a lot, as always. Also, since we last spoke, I got my Invisalign things removed, all the attachments and everything, so I'm a free person. I just have the retainers now to keep everything in place, but I'm so glad that that is over. I can have coffee anywhere to go every time I want. Bless it. And now I'm gonna just quickly take you upstairs and show you what is going to be the room with my books, the recording room. We're currently building some IKEA shelves in black, so everything is gonna be consistent. I'm finally gonna have space for a lot more books and I just cannot wait to reorganize everything. Currently upstairs, everything is absolutely full of books and movies everywhere, stashed wherever we could, because like I said, we could not just go to IKEA and pick up everything we needed due to the lockdown, so we kind of have to order things as we can. Good morning, you guys. Today it is, Wednesday, the 29th of December, and we finally have built all the billies for the books. That's the good news. The bad news is there's still so much to do in the house, so I've been just like waking up, getting things done, and then crash in bed and repeat the next day for like 10 days. And I'm a little bit exhausted, not gonna lie, but I wanted to document, you know, the arranging of the books and everything. I still don't know exactly how I want everything to look on the shelves. I'm probably gonna order some extra like little shelves for the middle because I feel like my books are not this tall. So that I have everything tighter or as tight as possible. And also lately my clothing look, it's been just hot mess and I'm embracing it. Because, you know, I'm mostly just at home stuck doing things. It is rough right now because there is a lot of things to do when you get into a new house for the first time and you also combine two different like households. So my partner and I just brought all of our stuff into the house and it's been like a mess. We are still living between a lot of like paper trash and we're still unpacking things. And we still need to order a lot of furniture so that we can put things away, but at least the shelves for the books are built. So I'm gonna give you a quick look. And the first thing we have to do though is clean them and hoover the room so that I can start rearranging the books. All right, so we went with the Billy ones because they are super easy to combine. And it's the one that has this kind of corner. And we basically bought up until those like extra things that you can add on top so that we are really utilizing everything like from the ceiling to the bottom. Everything can be filled with books. I've never owned this many bookshelves, so it's going to be such a treat to be able to fill all of these. Currently, books and comics and graphic novels are all stocked over here. Over here, they are like super stuffed. There's more books over there and over here. And also in the other room, like everything is full of books. So this is going to be my filming room. That's how I decided to call it. It's going to be where I'm going to keep all of my books. I'm probably going to have a nice chair to read as well. And it's where I'm going to film my booktube videos. And also there is an empty wall on the other side, and I'm planning to do there my shelves for my horror collectibles, horror movies, and I would do my movie reviews and other content for my movie channel on the other side of this room. So it's going to be in general like a filming room for both of my channels, which is great because before, you know, I used to film in my living room for the movies and in my bedroom for the books, and now I really have a room specifically for my YouTube content for both channels, and I'm super excited about that. Alright guys, so I've cleaned the shelves, I hoovered a little bit the floors, but you know, when you are still in the middle of a move, it means that you drill things on the walls, like you move boxes from side to side, so everything is dirty like 3 seconds after you have cleaned it. But I wanted to take the time to clean this room a little bit before I go on and put the books on the bookshelves. I think I would like to have something combining books and a couple of cute little collectibles or things that I have that maybe relate to books. We shall see, depending on the space and how can I organize things for the better. Also, I'm guessing as the collection grows, I might have space problems. Hopefully not, because this is a lot of space, like shelving space, so I might just unhaul books if I feel like I'm running out of space. And keep the ones that I really want to have for the collection. Also, now that I have, as you guys probably know, Kindle Unlimited, I'm gonna be reading a lot of horror there, and if there's specific books that I absolutely adored and I really want for the collection, then I'll grab them in physical form. But it's gonna be a way of me reading a lot more horror without having to purchase all of the books in a physical form, which take, of course, a lot of space. I wish I could, but I don't live in a castle. It's not the case. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I think the way I'm gonna organize it is going to be middle grade horror, YA horror, adult horror. Then I'm gonna have a separate space for Stephen King books, and then I guess I'll put like fantasy and science fiction, also separating YA from adult. Hello, it is currently Thursday the 30th of December, and I finally went back to the old apartment today to give the keys back to the owner. So that period of my life, that phase of my life, is finally over. It's bittersweet a little bit because I've been living there for some years and I have good memories there. Also, my cat Dio spent his last days there, so it's a little bit emotional, but this is a nice fresh start for me and my new cat family. We have now 4 cats. And I wanted to show you a little bit the progress. So I still have no idea how am I gonna organize everything, because I feel like if I make too many different little sections of books, it's gonna be too much. I even considered labeling things like on the shelves. OCD, hello, how are ya? But let me show you a little bit. So I'm still sorting out books by categories. This is everything that is non-horror. Here I have some fantasy YA books. Honestly, I want to unhaul them at some point, some of them, but I still have not read them, so I feel like I should read them first. And here we have some Stephen King's. We have here some thrillers. I think I'm gonna make a separate thriller section. And here we have some horror books, more horror books, horror, more kind of vintage horror. And we have here the YA section and more YA horror books. And here's the middle grade horror, which is a little bit sparse at the moment, but I want to read more middle grade horror and more YA horror, as I mentioned before. So this is kind of like the progress. Is still a lot to do, to organize and to decorate. So here is the progress for now, but I'm really happy. I'm exhausted, and you can tell by this face, but I'm really happy because I've always wanted to have nice big shelves that go up all the way to the ceiling. Everything, just like horror collection of books, is starting. I still have so many that I want to add to the collection, so it's like a new thing for me now. I'm just going to be getting the books that I really want for the collection and taking you guys along on how I'm building my own horror kind of library, I guess. Yeah, and I will also show you once this room is completely decorated with like the seat and everything that I want to bring here to read. But it's gonna take a little bit. But this is it for now. So I'm gonna make myself a coffee and I'm gonna keep organizing the books, and I'll see how I decide to organize them. Maybe I will ask you guys on Twitter, because I'm sure you guys have a lot of tips to give me when it comes to organizing books. Hello you guys, next update. So it is currently January the 3rd. It is a Monday, and it is my first Monday back to work now as a freelancer, but I still work for the company that I've been working for the past nearly 14 years. So at least it's work that I know how to do. So I've been really busy catching up with 3 weeks worth of work that, you know, has not been done completely because I was on holidays. So some colleagues were trying to cover for me, but during the holidays it's really hard to really catch up with everything. So there's a lot to do. However, I did manage to kind of put all the books on the bookshelf. I don't know if it's gonna stay like this. I don't know what changes I'm gonna make. But just let me show you how it is temporarily divided on my shelves, to give you kind of a feeling of what I'm going for when it comes to the organization, or at least I think it's what I'm going for. I don't know if you guys have ever like got like new shelves and started to consider how to arrange the books, but it is a tough decision to make. So let me show you how it is so far. Alright, so please ignore the mess, and of course Jason that is over there, he had to come with me. So up there I have the middle grade horror section, which has grown a little bit since last time I showed you. Then I have YA paranormal slash thrillers, and then I have YA horror. Then we move to YA horror, but kind of like the classic, more vintagey books. Then over here starts the adult horror, over here down to there. Then in this kind of corner shelf I have put up there the compilation of short horror stories. We have here some vintage paperbacks. I'll see how I reorganize these ones. And then these are like more of indie, smaller press horror books. We have here Richard Lehman, and over here is just a miscellanea of like movie and kind of TV show books. The next shelf, we have some vampire books. We have Joe Hill and The Father, Stephen King. As you see, I'm missing a lot of the hardcovers, but my mission is to collect them all. And here I have a couple of paperbacks from Stephen King. I did get rid of a lot of them that I still had in Spanish that were not nostalgic to me for one reason or another. And then here we have the adult mystery thrillers. I did go back and forth thinking if I should put them together with a horror, but I decided to divide them. And here I have some true crime slash non-fiction kind of books. It's a lot mix. And here I have some Harry Potter and some other non-fiction books. Over here we have some Star Trek, Star Wars, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer books. It's kind of like a mix, which also I need to see how I organize this a little bit better. Here we start with middle grade fantasy, YA fantasy, which I have a lot that I have not read and I have not unfolded because I have not read it yet. So I do plan on reading some of these here and there to see if I keep them or not. More YA fantasy. Yeah, more YA fantasy. And here is the fantasy adult section, which is very small. It's basically George R.R. Martin and the Witcher books. So yeah, maybe we can expand on these in the future. And the last bookshelf that I have over here, I have some Alice in Wonderland editions, some books based on Alice in Wonderland, and non-fiction books based on Alice in Wonderland and Lewis Carroll. Then here I have some contemporary YA books, which also there's some here that I need to read and decide if I want to keep or not. More contemporary books, adult contemporary, which I don't have much, and some romance book, which also I don't have much romance books. Then I have here a couple of books based on Guillermo del Toro movies. And down here I have some YA, sci-fi, adult sci-fi, which I also don't have much. And there's a lot here that I have not read, so I really need to catch up with this. And here I have some historical fiction books and one of my favorite Spanish authors, Javier Sierra. I really like his stories. Everything is combined with art and art buildings and, you know, art pieces, and I absolutely love that. So if you want to check out some Spanish literature, I really recommend you to check out his books. So yeah, that's it. And I still have here some space. Look at that. I think once everything is really decorated with lights, whatever I decide to do with it, I'll just maybe make a video on Instagram or add it on one of my next reading vlogs. And also hopefully I'm gonna be able to start uploading content more often and go back on track with my regular schedules. Hope you still enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you all either in the next coffee time or our next vlog. Bye!